Welcome to Quick Tips with Vaughan. On today's episode, we're going to be wrapping this wing mirror. So to get started, what we're going to need is a bit of Avery Dennison surface cleaner and a rag, just to make sure that there's no grime or dirt on the top of that that's going to wreck the finished graphic. And just give the surrounding area, anywhere that the vinyl might accidentally touch as well. Next thing we need is some material. So the first thing I would check is this inside panel here. On this particular vehicle, this is the same black plastic that you have on the side pieces here, so we don't need to wrap that. If this was any other vehicle that had that panel there, you just need a little square like this to fill that section in, and then just run some knifeless tape around that edge, and then you don't need to worry about wrapping down and into that section. Makes the job a lot easier to do, but most importantly, it guarantees the success because you're not overstretching the film. So a little piece like that is usually great. On this job, we don't need it. I'm using Avery Dennison Supreme Wrap film, and I've made sure that this is around about 4 times the size of the panel I'm trying to wrap. It's not the golden rule. You can use smaller pieces. Just historically over time, this piece has been found to be a pretty good size. So the first thing you want to do is you want to wrap it around the hardest point, which is that corner there where if I pull this back, you can see the panel drops away, and it's where it also travels in behind. So we're just going to get that hard point out of the way first. Wrap it into the back there so it's down nice and easy. And now following the ridge across here, we're going to flare it out so it's nice and smooth. I'm just creating enough tension to hold that smooth. I'm not actually stretching it just yet, just a little bit of tension. And around there, across that bridge there. And then now I can go to the top and also down to the bottom there, like that. There's our join. Okay, and we're looking good, and we'll just fix this one up when we get to it because there's a bunch of angles going in there. So we just want to make sure that it is definitely pressed where we're going to be trimming. So we just run our finger. You can also run your squeegee along that edge as well, just to make sure. Just be careful of that there, it's bridging over the gap, so we'll just pop that up so we can release that down so it falls in nice and easily. The last thing you do is want to create a lot of tension over a very small space. Little wrinkles like that, just try to flare them slightly before you get to them so that you're not applying it like that. And get my knife, I've just snapped my blade, so make sure that you've got a freshly snapped blade. So what you want to be doing as well is actually cutting in the join and using that as a guide. So as I come down here, I'm actually using the body line to tell me exactly where I'm cutting. Okay, now I'll just trim that off there, and the same down here, and then we can use our squeegee again, and we can just make sure there we go. And now we can rock around to the inside here. And what I'll probably do is get rid of a little bit of this excess material. So a quick slice there is just going to allow that to just flex a little bit more freely down into that join there. And now with all that tension released, I can drop that corner into the position that I want it to go to. And I can finish that trim around the front there. Now, even though I haven't really applied much stretch to it, I'm just going to run over it with the heat gun. What that's going to do is it's going to start the adhesive activating, so it'll start to bite onto there. Around everywhere that I've done, just to make sure any areas like that will just stay down. And she's looking pretty good. A little bit of pressure added to the top there, and on the inside here. And there we go, the finished product. A wing mirror, super easy.